Alright, this is a video. I'm going to look at the World Series and the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup and the Indy 500 and then go back over the next year and see how close the theories were. So this coming up World Series, I am suspicious that the Dodgers, which were founded in Brooklyn, could in fact do a three-peat to secretly honor Michael Jordan, or the New York Yankees could win since the most famous athlete in history was born in New York. So it's very kind of obvious or suspicious the hidden New York team or the New York team, possibly the Mets. So anyway, that's my theory. Let's move on. All right. So the next sports thing would be the big Super Bowl, and I do believe it is Valentine's Day. Yeah. So the next Super Bowl, first time in history, it's on Valentine's Day, and it probably has something to do with secretly honoring Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, the black goat and the white goat. So if Super Bowl 61, which is going to be played on Valentine's Day, could be the most important Super Bowl in history from a occultic point of view, and it just happens to be played in the most expensive stadium ever created in NFL history, I'm going to say this coming up next Super Bowl is very significant and important. And what two historic teams could maybe secretly honor Tom Brady and Michael Jordan? Let's see. The Chiefs, which were founded in Dallas, that would be very significant. And the Buffalo, which is part of New York. So I'm going to take a wild guess that the next Super Bowl could be the Eagles will take on the Chiefs, or the Eagles will take on the New York Buffalo Bills. But that's my theory. We'll see what happens in a few months. All right, so in a little over 2 months, we have the Indy 500. Now, the last Indy 500, car number 10, won. I do believe it was this guy, maybe, or this guy. And right before the last Indy 500, Tom Brady just magically drives around the track, and people are booing the white goat. And then car number 10 wins the Indy 500, and Tom Brady just happened to go to 10 Super Bowls in his career. So I'm just going to take a wild guess. I do believe Scott Dixon, this is car number 9. This is what I am suspicious of. Car number 9. I do believe, what was it? The Daytona 500, car 45. Michael Jordan's car just magically wins right before his big birthday or whatever. So normally it's in the top 8. Let's just look at 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll just focus on these 8 right here. One of these is probably winning the Indy 500. It could be car number 3 or car number 9 or maybe even car number 5. I do know that this guy won back-to-back, which created a 2-2, a 22, which Tom Brady, TB, is 2-2, so that's very significant. So anyway, could be 3, could be 9 or 5. I am suspicious of 9, but we're just going to move on. All right, let's take a look at the Stanley Cup. So it kind of looks to me like the Lightning, which just magically is affiliated, Tampa Bay affiliated with Tom Brady. I'm just going to guess that the Lightning will defeat either the Dallas Stars, the Knights, or the Oilers. So I think this is sucker's bait. This dude's probably getting knocked out the first round. It's probably going to be Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to defeat the Knights, the Oilers, or the Stars. So we're going to move on to the NBA Finals. All right, the NBA Finals. It looks to me like they are telling you that the Oklahoma City Thunder, which used to be the Seattle Supersonics, are going to win. So they are already minus 139. It's kind of a little bit obvious that they're supposed to win. The question is, who are they going to beat? Because Boston is associated with Tom Brady. New York is associated with, the black goat Michael Jordan. Detroit Pistons is, believe it or not, associated with Michael since the Bulls many years ago. I think they had a big scuffle with them in 1988, 1989, or 1990. There's something significant about Detroit and the maybe the black goat, maybe the white goat and the black goat. But if I just had to guess, I'm going to say the Thunder will defeat either the New York Knicks, the Celtics, or the Cavaliers in this coming NBA Finals. I don't believe the Detroit Pistons are going, so it's probably 1, 2, 3. And before I close out the video, something to think about in the next few years, you might want to keep your eye on the Boston Red Sox, the Atlanta Braves, or even Houston. These have significant ties to Tom Brady. I do believe he beat Atlanta in the Houston Stadium. So yes, and obviously he's associated with Boston, but these three I would keep your eye on in the next 2 or 3 years. They're probably going to honor Tom Brady somehow with these three teams. If anyone has any good knowledge or anything to add to the video, just leave a comment under the video.